Okay, so the first question here is, having seen a lot of value produced by Valucop, how can one keep up with the crypto job space, starting from scratch with little or no experience or profile? Also, how can one be consistent and gain confidence? Now, the person that asked this question now, the person that asked this question is the person in this call. This is not in this call. I think the person have taken the course. It was the person have taken the course. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, sorry for that. Sorry for that break. Let me repeat the question again. This is not here, so I'm going to answer the question as much as I can. The question is, having a lot of value produced by Valucop, how can one keep up with the crypto job space, starting from scratch with little or no experience or profile and all of that? Now, if you have been with Valucop up until now, if you've been with Valucop till now, you will know that the first thing that we address is what we call your personal branding. The first thing we address in our courses is your personal branding. And we've already mentioned that if you have zero experience, people that have experience are there from somewhere. There was a day in their life that they didn't have an experience. There was a day in their life that they started like a newbie. Nobody was born experienced in any skill. Nobody was born experienced. That's one thing you should note, you should have at the back of your mind. Nobody was born experienced. They started from somewhere. So do not be shaking or afraid, or don't limit yourself by saying, I don't have experience. Where will I get the experience from? How will I get the job? Every single person that is a senior executive today in any position started as an unexperienced person, as an intern or a junior role. But the question now is, how do you now get the relevant experience you need? Because we're in a world, if you're very observant, you will know that we are entering Web3. It's a world of results out there. It's a world of results. And we have Google. Google is your friend. Really. Like, we have Google, we have YouTube. Now, how do you get the experience that you need? It's by internship and ambassadorship. Internship and ambassadorship. And then if you have friends, I keep saying this all the time, if you have friends that have businesses or have a place that has something that they're doing, or someone, you have a mentor, offer your services for free. That 3-month experience you will get will be the next thing that will land you your first $1,000 job. And then in the crypto space, another way, if you want to venture into the crypto space, an experience that will also help you is to work in a fintech. People that have worked in a fintech space, like a bank, or maybe you work for a Kuda, all these apps, you worked with an app, all these financial apps. If you have an experience there too, it's an advantage to you as an entry into the crypto space. So let's say you don't have any crypto experience at all, but you have a fintech experience. That's an advantage. What if you don't have any of this? You pick a skill, you find out what is needed in that skill. Then you start building a portfolio. You don't even need to work for anybody. You don't need to work for anybody to start building a portfolio. Now, in Web3, they're what we call DAOs. DAOs are decentralized autonomous organizations. DAOs are groups that doesn't have a specific head. Of course, but they have them. All I put it now, they have the departmental leads in different sections, but they are managed by smart contracts. Well, this is not the class for that, but you can join DAOs. That's another place to gain experience. Tell them DAOs are everywhere. DAO. If you type DAO on the internet, on Google, you're going to see the meaning. If you now type that, I think I shared some links in the group. I think Learn Web3 DAO. There's Learn Web3 DAO. There's another one. I think there's women in Web3, I think. And then there are quite a number of DAOs. You can join. Ask them, what can I help to do? Remember, is this a word of result? Nobody just wants to come and give you money. You have to do something for them. There's a solution you're bringing to the table. What you should be asking yourself is, what solution can I bring to the table? If you don't have any now, you pick one. You go to a website like web3.career or the job website and look at the titles of the jobs there. You open one, you find out the responsibilities inside. You ask yourself, is this something I can learn? Do I have any of these skills yet? This is asking from this particular role. How do I learn it? Like I said, you can build a portfolio without working in a specific place. And that comes by offering your services in a DAO as an intern. And while you're doing that thing, while you're working in that DAO, while you're working as an intern, make sure you're asking questions how to get results. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be about the results you got, not about the work you did. Now, what makes your resume stand out is the results. Like in your resume, when you say I manage a social media account, what should follow is the results you got. I was able to generate 12 leads for the company. I was able to increase engagement for the company by 10%. That is the result of your working as a social media manager. I hope this thing was clear. So this question now that said, starting from scratch. Starting from scratch means you have to pick a skill first, and if you need more like in-depth details, kindly take our course. And if you've already taken our course before, kindly go through the course again and make notes. You're not just taking courses just to take courses and fulfill all righteousness. As you're taking the courses, you are supposed to be making notes and start implementing it immediately. Courses are not, this is not a Nigerian university whereby you just go to university and just graduate and get your certificate and then just expect to get a government job, a regular job. No, we're in a world of results. A company is saying, I'm employing you as a social media manager. What are the results that a social media manager is supposed to get? Work towards finding a way to get those results. If you don't have them, now this doesn't mean that these things are tough to do. No, we're in a world where if you solve problems, you make money. Solve problems for people, and that's how you make money. Now, let me use this thing for example now. Go to the market. Market people are solving people's problems. So they're solving the hunger problems. If you're hungry, you go to the nearby restaurants. They are solving your stomach problem by giving you food to eat. Now, if they want to go the extra further, they will cater for a specific class of persons. Maybe it's a restaurant that caters to the elites, or it caters to students, or it caters to staff, university staff. But everybody, that's when I start defining this is what the problems. I want to serve intercontinental dishes to this kind of elite people. It means that you're solving it. Whenever the elite people, they are hungry. Okay, Omunu, you want to ask a question? Whenever they are hungry, they can now come and eat food there. So start thinking from, what solutions does my skill bring to the table? When you're crafting your headline on LinkedIn, you're crafting your headline on Twitter, you're talking about yourself, you're writing your cover letter, you're writing your resume. It should be from the standpoint of, what problem am I solving with my skill? And how do you know the problem you're solving with your skill? What is the role? If you say you're a content writer, there are different kinds of a content writer. You don't say you're a content writer. You have to be very, very specific. What kind of content do you create? There are over 100 types of writing. You can't just say you're a content writer. Do you write articles? Do you write blogs? Do you write marketing copies? Do you write sales copies? Do you write press releases? You must be specific. Does the content cater for companies, brands, or does it cater directly to customers? You must be specific. These are like the nitty-gritties. Like, you have to learn these things. Like I said at the beginning, your zeal to get results should be greater than the frustrations around. Because Will you always get it all the time? No. But the question, you should always, your when you hit a challenge, you should always bring questions to your mind. Not you saying, this thing does not work. Why is it not working for me? Maybe your village people are pursuing you. Your village people are not pursuing you. You just need to simply be extra persistent. Ask the right questions about what you're doing. I think I've stressed enough on that question. So,